back to another Club O Live. And we're excited to have you join us today. Whether you're tuning in for the first time or you're one of our loyal Club O members, thank you for being here. So, guiding us through today's discussion is our very own Miss Diane, our OSKIN consultant, who will be sharing her expert tips, practical advice, and answer to some of the most common questions about sun protection. Now, without further ado, let's welcome Miss Diane.
Thank you so much, Chris, and welcome back to another session of the Club O Academy. For those who are joining us for the first time, welcome. And my name is Diane, and today we're going to talk about one of the most important products that almost everyone owns, okay? But surprisingly, many people still don't use it correctly. So today's topic is beauty basics, everything we need to know about sunscreen, okay? Now, I know many people think sunscreen is only for beach or during vacations or during sunny summer days, but the truth is sunscreen is actually one of the most powerful anti-aging products you can use every single day. Okay, so if you are investing in serums, in moisturizer, brightening creams, or even professional treatments, but you are still skipping sunscreen, you are allowing UV rays to, undo all of your skincare efforts. Okay? By the end of today's training, you will understand how UV rays can damage our skin, the difference between UVA and UVB rays, the two types of sunscreen, um, which sunscreen is best for different skin types, and why Olivia Kido Broad Spectrum Sunscreen is such an excellent choice. Okay, so let's get started. Before we understand sunscreen, we first need to understand what we're protecting our skin from. Okay, every day, whether it's sunny or cloudy, our skin is exposed to ultraviolet radiation. Okay, or we call it UV rays. Many people don't realize that clouds only block part of the UV radiation. Even if you don't feel, the heat of the sun, UV rays are still reaching your skin. Okay? Think of UV rays like invisible enemies. Okay? You cannot see them. You cannot even feel them immediately. But little by little, they create damage beneath the surface of the skin. Okay? So UV penetration into the skin. This is the diagram, what it looks like onto your skin. Okay, so let's take a look at this illustration. Without sunscreen, UV rays travel through the different layers of the skin. Okay, some stay near the surface, others penetrate much deeper. When you apply sunscreen, it acts as protective barrier that either absorbs or reflects those UV rays before they can cause significant damage. Okay? That's why sunscreen is considered prevention rather than treatment. Once UV damage happens, it's much harder to reverse. Okay? It's always easier to protect the skin than to repair it later. So, what exactly happens when UV rays reach out or reach onto your skin? Okay? UV radiation damages the skin cells and DNA. In the short term, this can cause sunburn, redness. It is also can cause inflammation to your skin, some skin irritation, and even tanning. Okay? Now, many people think a tan means healthy skin. Okay? Actually, a tan is your skin's defense mechanism. Okay? It means your skin has already experienced UV damage and is producing more melanin to protect itself. So long-term exposure is even more concerning. So repeated UV exposure breaks down collagen and elastin of your skin. So collagen, as we all know, it keeps our skin firm. Elastin keeps it more flexible. Okay? When these proteins begin to break down, we start seeing, fine lines, wrinkles. You will also notice sagging of your skin, some rough texture, and uneven pigmentation. Okay? Most importantly, cumulative UV damage increases the risk of skin cancer over time. That's why dermatologists consistently recommend sunscreen as one of the best preventive skincare products available in the market. Okay? So now let's talk about the two different types of UV rays. First, we do have UVA rays. Okay? A simple way to remember this is A stands for aging. Okay? UVA rays penetrate deep into the dermis layer of your skin. These rays are mainly responsible for premature aging, wrinkles, loss of firmness of your skin. The most common is the hyperpigmentation or dark spots and even sunspots. Okay. What's even more surprising is that UVA rays remain relatively constant throughout the day and can even pass through glass. So that means you can still be exposed while you are driving, sitting near a window, working inside an office with sunlight coming through. This is one of the reason why dermatologists recommend sunscreen even single day, even indoors if you are near windows. Okay? Next, we are the UVB rays. An easy way to remember this is B for burning. Okay? UVA is for aging. UVB is for burning. Okay? UVB rays mainly affect the outer layer of the skin called the epidermis. So these rays are responsible for sunburn, okay, redness of your skin, blistering, and a direct DNA damage. So they are also one of the major contributors to skin cancer. So unlike UVA, UVB intensity changes depending on the time of the day and the season. They are strongest between approximately 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, this is why reapplying sunscreen during the day is really, really important. Okay, so let's make this really simple. Think of it this way. UVA ages your skin, UVB burns your skin. Okay? One gives you wrinkles, the other gives you sunburn. So both contribute to skin damage over time. That's why we always recommend a broad spectrum sunscreen because broad spectrum means protection against both UVA and UVB rays. All right? So now that we know what we're protecting ourselves from, let's talk about the two main types of sunscreen. A lot of people got confused or they think that we only have sunscreen available in the market. Okay, there are two types of sunscreen available in the market. One is the chemical sunscreen and the other one is the mineral sunscreen. Both protect the skin, they just simply work in different ways. Okay? First, let's talk about the chemical sunscreen. Chemical sunscreen contains UV filters that absorb UV rays before they damage the skin. Think of it like a sponge, okay? The sunscreen absorb the UV energy and convert it into tiny amount of heat that is released from the skin. Okay? Because these filters need to bind properly to the skin, chemical sunscreen are generally recommended to be applied about 15 to 20 minutes before sun exposure. So most chemical sunscreen are lightweight and invisible once it blended. It can actually easily blended to your skin. This make them popular for everyday wear, especially under makeup. Okay. There are also pros and cons of chemical sunscreen. Let's look at that the advantages first. So chemical sunscreens are first, it's really lightweight. Okay. It's easy to spread. Usually leave no white cast. Um, they are also water resistant formulation that are very available or widely available everywhere. Okay, some people love how comfortable they feel on the sunscreen. Okay, however, there are also some considerations. Certain individuals, especially those with sensitive skin, may experience irritation from specific chemical UV filters. Okay, this doesn't happen to everyone, but it is something to keep in mind when recommending products. Okay? Um there are also some um effect sometimes when it comes for those who have, pigmentation, because those who already have pigmentation or dark spots or melasma, the melanin doesn't like the heat. So as I've mentioned earlier, so chemical sunscreen can convert heat into your skin. Okay, so those people who have melanin or who have melasma or pigmentation, the melanin doesn't like it, or the melanocyte doesn't like the heat. That's why it produces a lot of melanin. So the 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 chemical sunscreen might not be advisable if they are really gonna be exposed directly to the sun. If for those who have melasma, or for those who have hyperpigmentation, if you're gonna be directly exposed to the sun, might as well consider using the mineral sunscreen instead of having chemical sunscreen. You can still use the chemical sunscreen, but I would advise it just to use it indoor, or when you're just inside the home, or just a regular usage of sunscreen. But if you're gonna be exposed directly to the sun, might as well to consider using mineral sunscreen, or you can apply chemical sunscreen underneath and then apply the mineral sunscreen on top of it. You can actually do that. Okay, so now let's move on to the mineral sunscreen, because I've already mentioned the mineral sunscreen. Okay, mineral sunscreen is also called physical sunscreen. Okay, instead of absorbing UV rays, okay, like I've mentioned, the chemical sunscreen absorb UV rays and convert it into heat. Mineral sunscreen sits on the skin surface and reflects and scatters much of the UV radiation away from the skin. It means you have a shield. onto your skin, okay? The most common active ingredients of the mineral sunscreen, and these two ingredients are the most important ingredients that you will consider for you to be able to know if the sunscreen that you are buying is mineral sunscreen or physical sunscreen. So the two active ingredients that you need to check is the zinc oxide and the titanium dioxide. Okay? These ingredients provide broad spectrum protection and are well known for being gentle onto your skin or on sensitive skin. One advantage is that mineral sunscreen begins protecting the skin as soon as they are applied. Okay? We do have a question here. Do we have that? Yes, we're gonna answer that later. I just need to explain everything, the difference between the chemical sunscreen and the mineral sunscreen, and later on you will know what type of sunscreen does the Olivia Kido or our sunscreen have. Okay, so the pros and cons of mineral sunscreen offers several benefits. Okay, it's an excellent choice for first sensitive skin. Okay, it's also good for those who have acne prone skin. For post treatment skin, like for example, you have treatment to your skin like a laser, people who experience irritation from certain chemical filters. Okay. It also provides immediate protection after application. Okay. But the downside is that the mineral sunscreen can sometimes feel thicker and may leave a white cast, especially on deeper skin tones. Okay. Fortunately, newer formulation have become much more elegant than the older version. Okay? Now, let's talk about our featured product, of course, the Olivia Kido Broad Spectrum Sunscreen. Okay? And to answer the question, our sunscreen, the Olivia Kido Broad Spectrum Sunscreen, is a mineral sunscreen. Okay? That means it helps protect the skin by creating a protective shield against harmful UV rays. Okay? What makes this specifically or especially beneficial? It offers broad spectrum protection against both UVA and UVB rays. Okay? This helps reduce the appearance of premature aging while also protecting the skin from sunburn and daily UV damage. Okay? It's an excellent choice for individuals with sensitive or acne prone skin, and it's also suitable for everyday use. Okay? As we all know, our broad spectrum sunscreen, though it has zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, but it has a powder like finish. Okay, so remember, sunscreen is just the last step of your skincare routine, and don't ever forget this last step because it's really important. Okay, so it's the step that protects everything that you've already applied to your skin. So think of it as protecting your skincare investment. Okay? So before we finish, I'd like to leave you with a few sunscreen reminders you can confidently share with your clients or members. Okay? First is apply sunscreen every morning, even on cloudy days. Okay? Use approximately two fingers, okay? Two finger length for the face and for the neck, okay? Don't forget often missed areas like the ears, the neck, and the back of your hands. Okay. And then also reapply every 2 hours when outdoors and immediately after heavy sweating or swimming. Okay? And then sunscreen should always be the final step of your morning skincare routine before makeup. So these simple habits make a tremendous difference in maintaining healthy, youthful looking skin. Okay? So today, we've learned that UV rays damage our skin every day. UVA rays cause aging. UVB rays cause burning. And then broad spectrum sunscreen protects against both the UVA and the UVB. Chemical and mineral sunscreen both work, but in different ways. Okay, and the Olivia Kido broad spectrum sunscreen is a mineral sunscreen designed to provide effective daily protection while being gentle enough for the skin. So I hope today's session help you understand not just what sunscreen does, but why it's one of the most important products we recommend to every client. Okay? So remember, beautiful skin is not only about correcting damage, it's about preventing it. So thank you so much everyone for joining today's Club O Academy, and now I'd like to hand the floor over to Chris, who will tell you all about this month's exciting promotion, special offers, and how can take advantage of them. Okay, Chris, over to you.
All right. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you pick up a valuable tips on protecting your skin and making sunscreen a part of your daily routine. So we before we end, don't miss this exclusive club promotions. And also, the sunscreen is now back in stock. So make sure to order now while it lasts. So our doorbuster deal of the week is available only from August 1 to August 8. Sorry, August 1 to August 8. So this is to upgrade the daily essential regimen and receive a free wrinkle blur plus a free secret gold sachet. 5 secret gold sachets. All right. And this one, another one is for the looking. Are you looking for the ultimate skincare routine? Our Beauty Queen skincare kit is available throughout August. This is from August 1 to August 31st. So purchase the kit and receive a free Miss Universe 24K Golden Glow Serum. So don't wait, these offers are available for a limited time only. So take advantage of these amazing deals. Okay, so thank you again for joining us. We'll see you at our next Club Mo Live. Until then, stay protected, stay radiant, and keep glowing. All right, thank
Thank
you.
you so
Goodbye.
much. Bye.